I think that was something that was kind of holding me back a lot from being able to date, is because, people just, a lot of men just don't want to date somebody that's so heavily tattooed, and it'd
Th
be
and
impossible.
they've overtly stated that, like, they just said that I'm not into tattoos?
No, I mean, a couple of them have, but I'm kind of guessing that, and it's kind of out of actions. Like, I wouldn't have a problem necessarily finding somebody to take me out and want to be with me, like, intimately. I don't think that is what I would have a problem with, but nobody wants to, like, take me to parties or take me to a charity event or take me home to meet their mom, and I just think, after listening to a lot of people and kind of trying to figure out what men are looking for and want and what they desire in a woman, I'm kind of making the assumption that that's a big thing that's holding me back.
Why do you think tattoos are a red flag?
Any woman that is obsessed with drawing all over her body, there's something wrong with her. I've never met a woman that's heavily tattooed that didn't have something wrong with her. Men, tattoos are totally different. It's a masculine trait, right? Like, throughout history, men have tattooed themselves. It's a tribal sort of experience. For some, it's a rite of passage. For some, it has a lot to do with culture and what they believe in. But tattooing the female body hasn't been as common as it is in modern times. It's not that uncommon to see a beautiful woman covered in tattoos, and it's, to me, that's the same thing as putting bumper stickers all over a Lamborghini. Men, in my experience, want debt-free, tattoo-free virgins. When a woman's tatted up, it shows that she's done something with her past that isn't that particularly favorable. It's like this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, because realistically, it's mostly guys, doing the tattoo work on their bodies. And I know several tattoo artists, and the vast majority of them have intimate experiences with these women too at the same time.
Woman says I am tough and independent and I don't need any man. I can do fine by myself. So I'm going to cover myself with tattoos. Years later, she hits the wall and then she goes, I need a man now, but I can't find any man to date me. I mistook the attention I was getting back then for a good one. Now men don't want me because of my tattoos. This is how it goes for modern women. They always need the wall to make them realize that the world will never bend to how they think it should work. If you rebel against the principles of life, for example, what men look for in a woman, if you say, I don't care about men think of women, and you go ahead to do exactly the opposite of what men appreciate in a woman, it is better not to consider needing men after the wall comes, because you will definitely regret those decisions. The first thing many guys say when asked why they don't date tattooed women is that the women have something they are covering up, and the tattoos are a pointer to their pasts, insecurities, and experiences they have had. But the major thing would be that these women are trying to show that they don't give a F about what the society or anyone thinks about them, and this is the rebellious spirit that puts men off.
What signs for guys that are watching this? Like, what signs should they look out for?
Man, tattoos would be a pretty big sign. I'll tell you why tattoos are a big sign. You might say, well, that's not nice because I have tattoos. I'll tell you why it's a big sign, because if you had a good relationship with your dad, he would not let you get tattoos when you were 18.
No,
that's what it means.
That's why I don't have tattoos.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, that's literally, it's like, it just tells me you don't have a good relationship with your dad, which it doesn't mean for everybody, but it raises those numbers.
These are feminists and independent women who claim my body, my rule. This sounds exactly like women who don't shave because they just want to express that they don't care what men or anybody think about how they choose to lead their lives. They do it to show they don't care about what men think when they are trying to date a girl. I even saw the video of a lady who tattooed her armpits to make it appear that she got hairs all over there. Many young women who get tattooed are simply trying to rebel against their dads, men, and anyone who tries to get them straightened up for life. Somebody dropped a long list of why men should avoid tattooed women, and the ones I think is most valid is this too I will share with you. Number 1, which is the fact that the women are less feminine. For a woman to decide to go against the stereotype, which is tattoos one way or the other, make people appear tough and daunting, and they still go for it, without giving an F about the effect of their action, which is unlike women, means that they are tough to deal with. So they can be dominating, unsubmissive, and competitive.
What advice do you have for people who are just starting to get tattooed?
Just do it. Your parents probably are already disappointed in you some point, somehow. Do it. You'll have fun. You won't regret it. Who cares?
The second one is that women who take their time, money, and pain to cover themselves in tattoos, knowing that it would define how people perceive them for the rest of their life, shows a high level of decisiveness and uncompromising nature. And this kind of woman might be a difficult partner because they will find it hard to be led by a man whose values does not align with theirs.
Women, don't get a tattoo. And before anyone jumps up in arms and says that I do have tattoos, let me say this. If you disagree, do whatever you want. I don't care. You can still be an awesome human being and you also don't need my approval. For everyone else, the reason I recommend no tattoos is simple life effectiveness. More men prefer women without tattoos. And that's all the more true for more visible tattoos and for long-term relationships. And I won't be surprised if men who prefer no tattoos tend to be higher status and better long-term partners. So if you prefer effective dating and generally it's a good idea to be more effective rather than less, then no tattoos gives you more choice and probably superior choice. That's why I say.
This is as simple as knowing that you should not drink and drive. Modern women and feminists always do things to announce that patriarchy and the opinion of the society has nothing on them, but it does not always take them too long to regret it. Let's check some men's opinions on women with tattoos. You can also drop yours in the comment section. In my experience, a woman sporting loads of tattoos is a bad sign. Besides my religious objections, I've tended to find overall that women with tattoos tend to be very self-centered, laddish in their outlook, aggressive and prone to be involved somewhere along the line in trouble. Never. A woman having tattoos makes me believe that she is masculine and looking to compete with man or wanting to be a man. I would also say that the woman has a rebellious spirit that I would not tolerate. Here's the best one I read. Never. I prefer a woman who has the strength to reject societal dictates of modern fashion and the self-esteem to accept herself as she is without ugly, intrusive, and needless embellishments smeared on her body. If she has a message to convey, she'll have the fortitude and voice to speak it.
Can a tattoo impact your rating on the 1 to 10 attractiveness scale? Well, we've talked about this before, but research suggests that tattoos do influence the attractiveness of both men and women in different dating contexts, in different diametrically opposite directions. However, the impact is highly contextual depending on your dating scenario. Let me explain. First, our team came across a 2017 paper showing that women rated tattooed men as healthier, while a more recent study from 2021 revealed women rated tattooed men as more masculine.
The society considers tattoo as a thing for men, and this is because many women don't mind. But it's not the same for women. Men don't like it on women, and it would do women a lot of help to accept that they can't fight men, and then need men after they are tired and frustrated from their choices. That's all for today on Latest Juice. You might also like my previous videos. Don't forget to hit that like button, click the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. Share this video with whomever you would like to watch it. Thanks for watching.